When narcissists' abuse awakens the sigma nature of empaths, this is what happens. Empaths tend to have the capacity to reverse the course of events entirely. Toxic people will be taken aback by this answer and will soon find out who really is in charge. When empaths come to this understanding, they may experience negative emotions toward the narcissist that is out of character. The empath's goal is to chip away at the narcissist's severely low self-esteem, upon which the narcissist's false sense of superiority rests. Unlike the stereotypical empath, narcissists have difficulty identifying with the feelings of those around them. Narcissists associate with others with the sole aim of depleting their energy, derailing their endeavors, and lowering them down to the narcissist's own pitiful level of living. People who are empaths are noted for their compassion and willingness to help anyone in need without expecting anything in return. The dark side of empaths emerges when they are treated unfairly or exploited, but many around them may not see it since they appear to be fully altruistic and without malice on the surface. When interpreting this, how far should we go? In this video, we will look at 10 instances in which Sigma empath's nature might be triggered by exposure to abuse of any kind. To begin with, empaths have the resilience to push through difficult situations. Those who are empathic are resilient enough to weather hardship without losing their kind nature. Sometimes the weight of the world seems too much, and people conclude that giving up is the best course of action. In contrast, Sigma empaths never give up on a situation. Despite their dreadful situation, they are driven by an unquenchable need to continue alive. Persons with empathy are kind and giving, always looking for ways to help others. Moreover, empaths have a deep level of understanding. Having felt the sting of another's brutality firsthand, they resolve to never again see a loved one suffer as a result of their own stupidity. Empaths are among the most empathetic people on earth. Their inability to handle the cruelty of others drives them to become Sigma. If you know an empath who gets worked up over something that seems little to you but is a significant trigger for them, try to be more understanding. Abuse is the ultimate empathy test. So if you're an empath, you need to learn to prioritize your own needs and not give other people access to your vulnerability. The only way for empaths to survive is to show their actual capabilities, and this process gradually develops their Sigma nature. Is this an accurate depiction of where you are in your life right now? Secondly, an empath has the ability to read people's emotions and react accordingly. Whether you're an empath or not, you may still sense the emotions of those around you. However, empaths tend to be more in tune with the feelings of those in their own social group. They can tell when someone is pleased or unhappy just by looking at them. Understanding and sharing another person's emotions is called empathy. Doing so can help one feel what other individuals are feeling. Those of us who are capable of deep compassion often have difficulties because of the strong bonds we create with other people who share our experiences and feelings. They see another person go through pain. Empaths know what it's like to be hurt by a loved one, either physically or emotionally. No matter how much time has passed, the effects of those traumatic experiences remain etched in their subconscious. Empaths are also very sensitive to any and all forms of energy. Empaths are especially susceptible to abuse and manipulation because of their heightened sensitivity to the energy of others around them. The same trait that makes them such good friends also makes them extremely susceptible to harm. Empaths have a harder time finding happiness than others because of their heightened sensitivity. The situation worsens if they don't learn to control this capacity consistently. They too are susceptible to the influence of their emotions. Sometimes the sheer amount of information causes empaths to react angrily or nervously when they realize what's going on inside them. Fourth, a victim of abuse may come to recognize the full scope of her empathic talents. When you're in a relationship that's abusive and toxic, you could start to lose hope in yourself and the world. When you've been abused, it's only natural to want to give up your autonomy and accept the violence as normal. As traumatic as abuse might be for empaths, it also has the potential to unleash their full potential by reawakening their inner nature. Being empowered by something that is usually damaging is perplexing for an empath who doesn't understand why they're feeling this way. But this will happen naturally. It's possible for an empath to be pushed to their limit in a given situation, allowing their Sigma nature to emerge. Number 5. Those with empathy can provide the right care and solution to a problem. When a Sigma empath awakens, they stop thinking about how others feel and start disciplining people who have offended them in every manner possible. As an example, if someone causes them emotional distress, they will bear the full brunt of their actions. For whatever reason, empaths are able to put the past behind them and go forward with their lives. Despite the fact that you may not enjoy being this way, there may be times when it is necessary to guarantee your own safety and pleasure. Number 6. For empaths, helping others is a deliberate choice. While most individuals can be triggered into anger, sadness, or happiness at the drop of a hat, empaths are more resilient to these emotional extremes. Compared to other empaths, we don't feel emotions to the same extent. No one else can feel their emotions the way empaths do. However, when feeling intense emotions, empaths may struggle to express themselves verbally or physically. Empaths may go silent or withdraw from a situation if they fear they may get emotionally overwhelmed. Therefore, they need to take care of themselves first before trying to help others. Reason number 7 is the need to protect oneself and one's family. Victims of abuse often act in ways that surprise even themselves. They become a mother lion or bear protecting her young, or a strong warrior protecting the helpless. Those who are empathic often behave in this way after experiencing trauma. The presence of a part of oneself that can act as a warrior, defender, healer, and creator is what I mean when I say someone has a Sigma nature. The empathic soul appears to have a sixth feeling for what must be done, and suddenly you find yourself doing it without giving it any thought. Number 8. Sigma empaths have finally had it with the abuse. Most people who are empathic know that they are vulnerable to being abused. Imagine, though, that you have previously been in a relationship with an abusive partner. You were then likely ridiculed for being overly emotional and sensitive, with the implication that your story was not credible. Considering the widespread nature of abuse in modern society and the insistence of doubters that it doesn't happen, many empaths feel a tremendous degree of guilt and self-doubt. While nobody should ever have to put up with abuse, it happens every day in every community. So, what do you anticipate sensitive people doing in this situation? Their natural Sigma personality emerges in the end. They exert themselves to obtain and deliver justice to those in a similar situation. An empath can't be controlled, they're free spirits. But empaths are not robots, and you can't control them with threats or other negative feelings. Empaths are those who naturally understand and share the feelings of those around them. One of the many abilities of an empath is the ability to read the emotional condition of others. They turn inward when contemplating their feelings for a loved one. Feeling torn between two locations at once, as if your heart were actually torn in two. Can empaths have their intentions explained? An empath's Sigma nature arises when they are emotionally intelligent and feel helpless while abusers take over. 10. Abuse makes empaths look inward. The empowerment that comes from realizing one's own strength is a source of great good, and it is this awareness that is the hallmark of a fully developed empath. For example, if you, as the abused party, fail to see your own power, or if your abuser fails to recognize his or her own, complacency and the continuation of abuse are likely outcomes. Those that are empathic are the ones who suffer maltreatment. However, the story really takes off when the abused individual learns to rely on their own abilities to stand up to their abuser. Abuse has the potential to change a person profoundly. Self-awareness is critical for empaths because it shapes how they channel their energy. Participants in frequent physical activity may discover that it helps them better articulate their deepest emotions. In order to process their emotions, some people find writing down their ideas helpful, while others need to have an open conversation with someone who will not judge them. What should you do if you wish to learn more? Finding out what works for you is crucial. I hope this brief explanation is helpful. Don't be shy about sharing your thoughts in the space provided below. In addition, subscribe to this channel and enable notifications if you're interested in finding out more about empaths. Whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be the first to know. We appreciate you taking the time to see this video.